So you want to know the differences between the Rlaarlo AK787 and the 917? Let's see, shall we? Hello, you beautiful peeps. My name is John. Welcome to my channel. Right off the bat, you can see that they're very, very similar indeed. Front bumper is a little bit different. That's a big difference if you want to try and swap shells across, and we'll see if we can do that a little bit later. Somebody mentioned to me on the on my channel in the comment section that the wheelbase is different, either length or width, and as you can see, front wheels and rear wheels are the same. However, what is the difference in the width? Let's take a look, shall we? 191 and it says 192, but I suspect it's 191 as well because these wheel covers come slightly out. Check the rear as well. I don't know if they've made any changes there. 191 and... oh! Right, 186.6. 191. I'm going to do it onto the wheel nuts. No, 191. Right. So, you would then say that either the tyres are a different width, which they're not, or the offset must be slightly different. Yes. As you can see on these ones, the nut is further in than on this one where the nut's further out. So that's the difference there. It's not actually in the wheelbase. Although technically it is. That is slightly thinner, isn't it? Because obviously the wheels are offset. Well, I don't think that makes any difference. I didn't see any difference when we were driving it, put it that way. Straight off the bat, I have to tell you that the servo at the rear here has been replaced by me due to my own stupidity. The video is already on the channel, John Robinson RC Essentials. And on this one, you can see that all of the wheel hubs here have been changed to metal. I have done that after the fact, so keep that in mind. It comes from the factory with the nylon versions, which it does have on this car here. Now, I did think that the motor and the ESC was exactly the same, and I've been saying that it was the same, but it does in fact look different. It is still the 3660 motor version that I have on both of them, and 3900 kV, but either they've just changed the styling or maybe a manufacturer. The ESC looks pretty identical, doesn't it? And obviously the servo and receiver, the servo is mounted there with the metal arm, as you can see, and on this one, do we have the metal? Yes, we do, just not the shiny metal there. So the servo location is the same, but the receiver is a nice little dust jacket there. It is not waterproof, it has no rubber seal on that, so keep that in mind. Looking at the actual top deck here, you can see that this one is different up until the rear where it's the same, but at the front there is that angle taken out here. This is for those that wish to do the double motor, double ESC, double battery upgrade, because the servo is mounted up at the top here, and obviously you need room for that to move. Where on this one, again, if you wanted to do it on your AK917, the double motor, you can do that. You just have to remember to get a top deck as well. I will measure it, but I don't think there is any difference in this from point to point. 232 and 232. Very good indeed. Now, I have actually had a look over the car, and it seems that all of the swing arms and the suspension and the drive shafts and everything are the same, even down to the suspension. Looks very similar. If I turn it over quickly, so that we can also have a look on the bottom. This has got the plastic covering on, that's why it looks like that. I'm just trying to see if I see any sort of significant differences there. I will move it like so you can see as well, but it doesn't look like it to me. This one obviously has the rear diffuser at the rear. It was a rear diffuser, so it's not going to be at the front, is it? And as you can see, the front bumper is slightly more significant. We've got, again, it's the bat wing design that they have there. Those that don't know that reference, this car, the 917 came with little sort of bat wings that you could put on the side to help with aerodynamics. You can see again all of these parts here, swing arms, lower swing arms, upper, etc., all look very similar at the front, and that's not a bad thing. I know that people are saying, but I have this one, why would I buy this one? Those that have this one, I do agree, there is no real reason to buy this one unless you buy this one in the dual motor, dual ESC version, because then it is completely different. The chassis is the same, but everything else is completely different. Now, having a look at the rear, again, all of the swing arms look the same. The drive shafts look the same. Suspension mounting points are the same. And again, it's a good thing. Trust me, it's a good thing, because it means that parts availability is not going to be an issue. This one's been out for a while now. Concerning the shells fitting on the other car, that's very easy to try. Front on that one fits fine. The rears also fit fine, but obviously you would have to take off the rear spoiler. It just don't fit. That's that way. And then on this side, we know that the mounting points are the same because we've just swapped it across, but of course you've got all of this big mess here, where it's not a mess, is it? A rear crash structure is there stopping you from doing that. So, I mean, you can take all of this off, and I would say buy that there, the spoiler arm, but I don't know. I think it's one of those things that you'll get to the point where once you bought shells and spoilers and stuff like that, that it's getting to the point that you might as well just buy a roller version and just swap it across that way. In driving style, now this is an interesting one because I was asked this question and I was about to go, no, there is no difference in driving. But with the new AK917, I did notice that at high top speeds, I wasn't having the issue with this one, where this one was going out of control much quickly. This one felt a lot more stable, and also under traction, because where we tested this one, it was very sandy. And when we tested this one on the very sandy area, it was so hard to control. This one just felt a little bit better. And as I said, the suspension is all the same, so I assume it is just down to the aerodynamics of the shell. And as you can tell, they are quite different. Some similarities, but they are quite different. I don't know. I suspected that on the 917 that this was causing the car to push like that and lifting the front up. That's why I originally had small winglets at the front. But this has a big rear spoiler, doesn't it? So that you would assume that that would do the same. Now, in my video with the 4S battery on the top speed run, you did notice that it was picking up at the front. But unlike this one, as soon as it did that, you lost all steering and it just went out of control. This one, I didn't really lose control that much. I slid once. That was a skill issue. That wasn't not a car issue at all. Again, I just look over sort of the more sort of points. If we do steering, you can see that everything is absolutely identical there. Arms are all identical. Pins are the same location. So, there you go, ladies and gents. That is the difference between the two cars from what I can see. Obviously, this one has the high-speed gearing already on this, because that's what I changed it all to for the high-speed video. So, before I change this one to the dual motor and dual ESC kit that they've kindly sent to me, which, that's going to be complicated, I think. But you're literally going to have two motors here. I think the two SCs were here, servo was there, and the two batteries at the side. Complicated, yes, but I think we'll be all right. I'm going to leave this one as standard, this one as with the high-speed gearing, and we're just going to run them side by side and see how much more faster on acceleration and higher top speed there is. I'm 99% sure that with the high-speed gearing on this one, it's going to hit the 160 kph or 162 kph and the 100 miles an hour without changing anything on it. It would have to be on 4S, but that's what this one reached, and as I said, they're very similar. Keep in mind, and this is something that was only made clear to me when this one arrived, the motor is only rated for 3S on this one. I'm not sure about this one. However, I have run it on 4S without issues. I checked the motor temperature afterwards and it was absolutely fine. So there you go, that's the changes, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else that I need? No. And can you fit that rear spoiler onto that one? Sorry, the rear diffuser? Yes, you can, but you're gonna have to lose this crash structure there, frame. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to both this channel, the John Robinson RC Essentials and John Robinson RC, as I'm doing the how-to videos on the Essentials channel and the running channels outside in the sun on the main channel. Stay safe, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.